Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here. Today, I'm putting on my teacher hat because we're going to do something incredibly practical and honestly really fun. We are going to master essential everyday English for cafe conversations. Now, if you've ever felt just a little nervous walking into a coffee shop because you weren't quite sure what to say or maybe how to say it politely, you are in exactly the right place. So take a deep breath, relax, and let me be your guide. By the end of our time together today, you're going to feel completely equipped to walk through those doors, order your favorite drink, and just chat with a confident smile. So here's our lesson plan for today. We'll start with Welcome to the Cafe, then do a role play of your first order. After that, we'll cover having coffee with a friend, navigating paying and polite requests, and we'll wrap it all up with some daily repeating drills. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Welcome to the Cafe and Building That Confidence. I want to start you off with a little secret. You really don't need complicated words to speak English well. Our absolute golden rule for ordering is simply replacing the somewhat harsh phrase, I want, with a much more polite, I would like. And here's a quick pronunciation tip for you. Native speakers actually link these words together so it sounds kind of like, I would like. Try saying it softly right now. I would like. Just mastering that one single phrase is a game changer. It instantly makes your English sound incredibly polite and natural. Moving right along to Section 2, let's do a role play of your very first order. Let's see how this builds when you actually step up to the counter. Picture it. The worker looks at you, smiles, and says, "How can I help you?" You reply smoothly using our rule, "I would like a cup of coffee, please." Notice how cuppa just kind of blends into cuppa, like a cup of coffee. Then when they ask, "What size would you like?" you simply answer, "A medium size, please." Short, sweet, and perfectly polite. Okay, the conversation continues. The worker might then ask, "Would you like anything to eat?" You glance at the menu, apply that golden rule again, and say, "I would like a cheese sandwich, please." See? By just tacking please onto the end of your order, the whole interaction becomes incredibly polite. Finally, they're going to ask you a classic cafe question. For here or to go? For here means you're going to sit and eat in the cafe, and to go means you'll take the food out with you. You simply answer, "For here, please." And hey, make sure to put a little emphasis on the word here so they hear you clearly over all the cafe noise. This really beautifully illustrates the dynamic between the worker and you, the customer. When you hear standard questions like, "Are you ready to order?" a simple "Yes, we are" is absolutely perfect. If they ask, "Would you like anything else?" just apply your golden rule again. "Yes, I would like a cookie." It's a very predictable, friendly rhythm once you get the hang of it. All right, Section 3, Coffee with a Friend, focusing on socializing. So when you aren't alone and you walk in with some friendly company, you obviously need to pick a table. The phrase, "Let's sit by the window," is just the perfect, simple way to suggest a seat. Use a cheerful, inviting tone when you say it. It sounds nice, it's welcoming, and it immediately gets your visit started on a really friendly note. Now, once you've placed your order, maybe your friend gets a cappuccino, you get a latte, you're going to have to wait a few minutes for the server to bring those drinks. So what do? You look at your friend and ask, "How was your day?" Fun fact, in English, this question is basically a magical key. It unlocks instantly warm conversation while you're sitting there waiting for that delicious coffee to arrive. Let's head into Section 4, Paying and Polite Requests. After you've enjoyed your meal, you'll probably need a few rapid-fire phrases. The absolutely most useful structure for getting what you need is, "Can I have?" Notice how my voice goes up just a little bit at the end of the question. "Can I see the menu? Is this spicy? Or can I have some milk?" Keep that upward, warm tone, and I promise you, the staff will always be super happy to help. Okay, now it's time to pay. You get the server's attention and use that exact same polite structure. "Can I have the bill, please?" You might also need to ask, "Can I pay by card?" or "Do you accept cash?" Now, if you're paying with cash and you want to leave a tip, you can just say, "Keep the change." And finally, the big one. As you walk out the door, always say, "Have a nice day." I literally cannot emphasize enough how ending your visit with "Have a nice day" leaves a wonderful, warm impression on the staff. And that brings us to Section 5, time for some practice with our daily repeating drills. All right, my focus learners, it is time for some active speaking. I want you to repeat these daily expressions aloud right now to build up that muscle memory. Let's start with our golden rule. Ready? I would like a coffee, please. Excellent. Make sure that "would like" sounds really smooth. Let's try it one more time. I would like a coffee, please. Perfect. Now let's try a question. Remember to use that polite, questioning intonation where your voice goes up just slightly at the very end. Try it now. Can I see the menu? Great job. Let's do it again. Can I see the menu? Very well done.
Next up, let's drill the two options for where you'll be eating. We'll do both. First, if you're dining in, articulate clearly. For here, please. Good. Now, imagine you're taking it out with you. Repeat aloud. To go, please. Excellent. And always remember to add that please.
Okay, picture this. Your stomach is full, you're happy, and you are ready to pay. Ask the question with me. Can I have the bill? Nice, smooth rhythm. Let's try that one again. Can I have the bill? Wonderful.
Finally, the ultimate phrase of gratitude. I want you to literally put a big smile on your face right now and say this with a smile in your voice. Ready? Thank you very much. Beautiful. You know, when you smile while you speak, it actually physically changes the sound of your voice and makes you sound incredibly friendly.
The more you practice these phrases, the more confident you're going to become. Imagine that you visit your absolute favorite cafe every single morning. By practicing these little by little daily, pretty soon you're going to walk in and the worker will smile and say, "Good morning, nice to see you again. Would you like your usual order?" You'll sit down, enjoy your perfectly made morning coffee, and realize that you are communicating completely naturally in English. Simple words truly are enough. Well, that brings us to the end of our explainer. But before we go, I want to leave you with a quick question to think about. Which English sentence was your absolute favorite today? Was it "I would like"? Or maybe something cool like "keep the change"? Think about the one specific phrase you want to use the very next time you walk into a cafe. Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep smiling. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and have a wonderful day.